Sir Isaac Newton. Apple icons. After watching an apple fall from a tree, Newton claimed he had an epiphany about the concept of gravity. Since then, several people have stepped forward to claim ownership of the original apple tree Newton described. Photo, Getty Images. After watching an apple fall from a tree, Newton claimed he had an epiphany about the concept of gravity. Long before his breakthrough work was published, Newton was considered one of England's leading thinkers. He was named the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge in 1669, taking over the post from his mentor Isaac Barrow. Later geniuses to hold this position included Charles Babbage, also known as the father of computing, Paul Dirac and Stephen Hawking. Newton got into several conflicts with other scientists and mathematicians. He and Robert Hooke, a scientist perhaps best known for his microscopic experiments, had a long-lasting grudge match. Hooke thought Newton's theory of light was wrong and denounced the physicist's work. The pair later clashed over planetary motion, with Hooke claiming that Newton had taken some of his work and included it in Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. Newton also argued with German mathematician Gottfried Leibniz over who discovered infinitesimal calculus first. Leibniz claimed that Newton had stolen his ideas. The Royal Society launched an investigation into the matter in 1712. With Newton as the president of the society since 1703, it was no surprise that the organization favored Newton in its findings. It was later determined that the two mathematicians had probably made their discoveries independent of each other. In his later life, Newton enjoyed a political career. He was elected to Parliament as a representative for Cambridge in 1689 and returned to Parliament from 1701 to 1702. Newton was also active in the economic life of his country. In 1696, he was appointed Warden of the Royal Mint. Newton became the Master of the Mint 3 years later and actually changed the English pound from a sterling to gold standard. Newton was given a send-off fit for a king. He was a famous and wealthy man at the time of his death in 1727, and he was mourned by the nation. His body lay in state in Westminster Abbey, and the Lord Chancellor was one of his pallbearers. Newton was laid to rest in the famed Abbey, which also hosts the remains of such monarchs as Elizabeth I and Charles II. His elaborate tomb stands in the Abbey's nave and features a sculpture of reclining Newton with an arm resting on a stack of his great printed works. Other scientists, such as Charles Darwin, were later buried near Newton. The Latin inscription on the tomb praises him for possessing a strength of mind almost, and mathematical principles peculiarly his own, a